Yes, good morning all of you. See, yesterday we have done introduction of computer network and today we are going to start with types of network. Now see again, important topic. Now how this is important. Now remaining all of you also type present. How this is important. The very first thing is we may ask you the very first question is 1 marks question could be what are the various types of network devices? So you can write these four names. Now another question can be full form of anything, like what is the full form of LAN, what is the full form of PAN. So this is again your 1 marks question. Then you may have two marks questions from this particular topic. In two marks question, you may have difference between any two. For example, I may give you difference between LAN, PAN, or LAN and WAN, LAN and MAN, something like that. So we can give you the differences. Fine, we can ask you the differences. So like this, you have to prepare from this particular topic. Now, the very first thing what you have to understand is the series. See, we always start with PAN. So we can say PAN is the first one. They have given over here in the third line, but PAN is the first one. PAN means personal area network. This is the smallest network. For example, you have two mobiles. You have connected two mobiles for sharing of the information. Fine. So this will be called as your PAN. Your one mobile, you have connected with your one computer. So this is another example of PAN. This is what called as personal area network. Then after PAN, next we are having is LAN. See, now the meaning of LAN is local area network. I will explain you this with the help of one example. Suppose in our computer lab, I wanted to connect all the computers in a network. So we will be having LAN. What is the meaning of LAN? Generally, its range is, actually you have to understand the range. For example, personal area network range is very small, like your computer and your mobile, you know, up to how much distance you can share the information. Fine. Then next we are having LAN. LAN, local area network. Local area network means generally its range is up to 5 kilometer or within one building. So within one building, when we wanted to connect the computers together in a network, then it makes LAN. Okay, after that we are having MAN. So actually you must know the sequence that the third number is MAN. MAN stands for metropolitan area network. Now see what is the meaning of this? Within the city, if you wanted to connect computers together, for example, uh, different schools are there. They have created their LAN, and then those LANs we are connecting to making MAN. Okay, so this will be called as a MAN. So within a city, if we are connecting the computers in a network, then it will be called as a MAN. You can think something like this, that suppose, for example, this is your school network. This is the LAN of your school. Okay, then you take any other school. I'm talking about Jodhpur only. You take any other school. This is the LAN of that particular school. Fine. Then we have one more school. Then like this, we have one more school. Like this, we have one more school. All schools are in the same city. So if we are going to connect these computers together in whatever manner, it is not like any particular manner is there. In any manner, we can connect them. Now, this will be called as MAN. Okay, why this is called as MAN? Because these are the different computers or the networks of LANs which is connected to make MAN. Is this is clear? What is the meaning of MAN?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Then we have the largest one, which is WAN. WAN stands for wide area network. Largest one means suppose you wanted to connect the computers of countries, mean not only single country, multiple countries in a network, then it is called as a WAN. Suppose all different schools, like for example, we have our so many franchisees, right? Not franchisees, so many different branches are there of our school. So suppose we want to, and it is across the globe, fine, it is worldwide. So if we wanted to connect all those schools in one network, then it will make one WAN. I hope this basic is clear. Now, few more specific things, right? Okay, the very first specific thing is given for, see, for the LAN, it is not given that much, but only it is given that it is generally localized to an office or a building or a factory. This is what called as a LAN. Means what you have to understand that the range is up to 5 kilometer over here or within the building. Okay, then it is given the use. LAN users can share data, information, programs, printers, hard disk, modem, etc. So this is the purpose of making LAN. It means if you have LAN, you can share data, you can share information, programs, printers, hard disk, modems, etc. Okay. So LAN. So what you have to understand is geography. Acha, see, you can see over here, as per your book, it is given that it is up to 1 kilometer, but we used to say up to 5 kilometers. Fine. So because it is given in your book 1, so you can write 1. Otherwise, in general, if you will search or if you will browse, then it is up to 5 kilometers. Then next, it is given for the WAN. We can say this is considered as one of the largest network, and see it is given across countries. You can connect your computers in a network, and basically what you have to understand that the area covered by WAN is actually maximum, and best example they have given over here is internet. Now here I wanted to add one more term. Okay, you must know some of the basic things. See, the very first thing we used to say, I'm writing here only. First is internet and second one is intranet. These both are example of your WAN. Anyone knows what is the difference between internet and intranet? Except spelling, what is the difference?
मैम इंटरनेट मतलब अक्रॉस कंट्रीज, मतलब दूर दूर के नेटवर्क को कनेक्ट कर।
नहीं, सी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बोथ आर वैन. बोथ आर वैन का मतलब क्या हो गया? नाउ बोथ आर अक्रॉस द कंट्री. देयरफॉर द क्वेश्चन इज देयर कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस. ठीक है. Now what you have to understand that internet is your public network. It is public network, whereas when we talk about WAN, it is your when we talk about intranet, it is your private network. Okay, so it means suppose if we are making any private network across the country, then it will be called as a WAN. Now public network means anyone can access. For example, you all can use internet. Okay, you all are having that facility that you can use internet, but you cannot use intranet. Now one example, suppose all banks, you can take any one example of any bank. For example, ICICI Bank. All ICICI Bank, they are connected together across the country. So, and for sharing the information, they are going to make their own WAN, but it will be private in nature. Fine. Their WAN will be private. It means you cannot enter in their network to access their information. Okay, so this is what called as intranet. So you must be clear when you are using the term whether we are saying internet or whether we are saying intranet. For internet, what you have to understand that it is public network. Okay, then next what we are having is, see, they have given you example of LAN versus MAN. Okay, now what you can see that in LAN the range is very small, means within one office. Now what you can see, it is given for the WAN. Now different office are there. This is one office, this is eastern office, then this is head office, this is regional office. Maybe these are situated at different location or different state. Okay, so this is what you have to understand with respect to the WAN. Nahi Disha, any disk cannot be example of MAN. The reason is, see, what we are doing here, one-to-one connection is there, no? It is only one-to-one connection. See, this is the example of remote login, you can say, or remote sharing. Okay. Okay, now then next is, we one difference is given. See, like this type of difference is important. Remember, as I said, no 2 marks question from this particular topic. So like this, we can ask you what is the difference between LAN and WAN. Yeah, compare LAN and WAN. So something like this. So see, it is given. First is whatever we have discussed, same thing is given over here. It is for small area, it is very large area. Now see, because it is smaller area, cost will be less. And because here it is large area, so therefore cost will be high. And here it is generally a single network, and here it is generally example of multiple networks. Now see what you have to understand over here again. For example, again I'm sharing this. If we wanted to talk about WAN, sorry, suppose this is my one LAN, this is my LAN, then this is my another LAN. Okay, now this is my MAN. I'm writing here MAN, man. Okay, this is another MAN. So if we are combining all these computers together, okay, then maybe this is in another city, maybe this is in another city, and if we are combining these, okay, so this complete will create one WAN. This is what you have to understand. Okay, so therefore it is given that for WAN that it has to be, it is nothing but combination of multiple network. Okay, different network you may have multiple LANs connected, you may have multiple MENs connected. Then personal area network. Personal area network, you can see your one mobile connected with one laptop, your laptop is connected with tablet, it is connected with Wi-Fi only, it is connected with printer, wired or wireless media. So this is what example of personal area network. Generally two or more devices, and but what you have to see the range, it is 10 meters. So you can assume that it is very small network, very small network, but okay, still we are using this. It is not like, and maximum time you will see that you are using PAN only. Maximum time PAN only you are using for sharing of the information. Okay. Now another important topic is network topologies. Now, what is the meaning of network topology? Again, it is very important for your, even for your board point of view. Okay. Now, how this is important? Again, theory chapter, but if how you are connecting your computers together for making LAN and MAN, fine. This is what called as your network topology. For example, see here I said this is one LAN, but how these computers are connected? This is what again my another LAN, but how these computers are connected? Now, for example, I'm just showing you with one example that suppose this is my first LAN, this is my one computer, and with this like this the computers are connected. Okay, suppose, and this is my one LAN, it means this is my first network. Then with this I am having another network, something like this. See, you have to understand that how now the computers are connected with each other. We may have different types of connections. Okay, we may have different type of structure. You can think like this is again another computer, this is another LAN. Okay, it is not compulsory that computers will be always connected in one sequence. For example, this is my another type of LAN, something like this. Okay, all computers are connected with each other. For example, suppose, okay, this is my another type of LAN. This is connected with this type, this network. So see, this is what called as network topologies. Okay, this all is network topologies. The meaning of network topologies is that how computers are connected with each other. Okay, for example, if you will see the first structure, this your first structure is called as star topology. Okay, what are these? We will discuss later on, but this is called as star topology. When they are connected in this shape. Yes, Pranjal?
Ring.
This is called as ring topology. When you have this shape, this is called as, I'm typing here, fully connected. Okay, so we may have different type of topology. So how we are making actually the LANs, how the computers are interconnected to make LAN, this is what called as your topology. So this is what now we are going to discuss, that what are various topologies. Okay, so now the very first thing it is given over here, the pattern of interconnection of nodes in a network is called topology. So this is the definition. Pattern of interconnection means how the computers are connected with each other, their pattern. Okay, then next thing is, see, whenever we are making or choosing any type of pattern or any topology, we have to see so many things. The very first thing is cost factor. See, different topologies will be having different costs. So we have to decide whether if the network is small, which will be the best one. If the network is big, then which will be best one. Okay. Then next is the flexibility. Flexibility means suppose in future you wanted to add more computers, okay, in a network. For example, currently we are having 40 computers. Next year we wanted to add 10 more computers, it will become 50. So next year, matlab, suppose this is how, means if we are growing, naturally we are going to add more and more computers. Okay, so if we are adding more and more computers, whether our network is flexible or not. So that also we have to see, means whether we can expand our network in future or no. Then next is reliability. Now see, if we are increasing the size of network, then whether it is reliable or not. Okay, so that also you have to take care. Is this is clear? Reliability also. Yeah, and whether fault chances or number of getting errors are there or not there. So that also we have to see. Okay, then we have point to point link. See, the very first thing is point to point link. The meaning of point to point link is with one computer, another computer is connected, means one to one. Okay, this type of connection or network is called as point to point. You can see and you can understand with the help of diagram also. This is transmitter. Transmitter means the computer which can transmit the signal will be called as transmitter. And this is receiver. Receiver means the computer which is going to receive the signal. Okay, in the same manner, and afterwards this computer itself is also a transmitter, means this can also share the information, plus this can also receive the information. So this type of network is called as point to point network. Then now what you have to understand, these are the different types of topologies available. If you will see it properly, then you have star topology, bus topology, ring topology, tree topology, mesh topology, and fully connected. So total 6 are there in your syllabus, and their difference is actually very important. Okay, we may ask you like, and see in your book, advantage and disadvantage of all these topologies are given. So we may give you either difference from this, give difference between star and ring, yeah, give difference between ring and bus, something like that. Or we can ask you that what are the write any two advantage, one disadvantage of star topology, yeah, one advantage, two disadvantage of bus topology, something like this. Fine. So like this you have to prepare this particular topic. So when we talk about star topology, now you can see the connection. See, just now I have given you example also. In star topology, what we are having is the central node or central computer. Okay. And with this computer, all the other computers are connected, or with device or central node, all the other computers are connected. So this is called as central or star topology. Now, what do you think will be the benefit of having star topology? अगर एक से ही सारे अदर कंप्यूटर्स कनेक्टेड हैं, देन व्हाट विल बी द बेनिफिट? Any one of you?
मैम तो फिर हमें अपने इंटरनेट की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, यूज नहीं करना पड़ेगा, कोई एक से ही कनेक्ट है, जैसे कोई वाईफाई हो गया, फाइबर हो गया, तो हमारा इंटरनेट यूज में नहीं आएगा, तो बच जाए।
नहीं, इंटरनेट की तो जरूरत पड़ेगी, बट व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, ठीक है, अगर नेटवर्क होता है तो सी इंटरनेट इज डिफरेंट एंड नेटवर्क इज डिफरेंट. ठीक है, स्टार टोपोलॉजी से बेनिफिट क्या होता है? इट इज कंट्रोल, सेंट्रली कंट्रोल्ड. सेंट्रली कंट्रोल्ड का मतलब क्या होता है? दैट at center only all the information will be placed. Whatever computer wanted to access the information can access directly from here. But the disadvantage is if this is not working, suppose, so in that particular case, your complete network will be down. Okay, if the server is not working or if there is a server failure, in that particular case, there will be complete network failure. So this is what you have to understand. You have to keep in your mind. So now you can see, some of the advantage and some of the disadvantages are common in all. So some points are actually common. So I'm going to explain with respect to star topology, everything. Then wherever it will be common, so that time we can leave that particular thing. Fine. So the very first thing is ease of service. Now, what is the meaning of this ease of service? The star topology has number of concentration points where connections are joined. These provides ease access for service or reconfiguration of the network. सबसे पहली चीज, service will be easy and reconfiguration of the network. Reconfiguration of the network means, suppose if you wanted to configure your network again and again in future, so easily it will be done. Plus, suppose if any computer is not working, so fault we can easily diagnose. Okay, it will come later on. Now see, one device per connection. You can see one device, one connection, one device, one connection, means directly they are connected with the server. Fine. So therefore it is given connection points in any network are inherently prone to the failure. In the star topology, failure of a single connection typically involves disconnecting one node from an otherwise fully functional network. Okay, now what you have to understand, suppose if any one node is not working here, suppose this is not working, so what we will do, we will simply disconnect this, so remaining network will work. यानी अगर एक node काम नहीं कर रहा है, so in that particular case बाकी सारा का सारा जो आपका network है, it will be fully functional. This is what you have to understand. Only if the server is not going to work, then only you will be having problem. Otherwise, if any node is not working, then there is no problem. Okay, you can easily detach that particular computer from your network. Then we have centralized control problem diagnosis. See, because it is centralized control, because central computer is actually controlling all the computers. So therefore, what you have to understand over here, that if any problem is there, suppose if 100 computers are connected in the LAN, and if any one computer is having problem, so easily this center can easily detect that particular computer ki bhai this computer is having problem, and easily we can detach it from the network. So see, therefore it is given the fact that the central node is connected directly to every other node in the network means the fault are easily detected and isolated. मतलब आपने easily fault detect भी कर ली और आपने उसको isolate भी कर दिया, यानी आपने उसको अलग भी कर दिया. It is a simple matter to disconnect failing nodes from the system. मतलब this is very easy for diagnosing of the fault. Then next is simple access protocols. Any given connection in a star network involves only the central node. In this situation, contention for who has control of the medium for the transmission purpose is easily solved. Thus, in the star topology, access protocols are very simple. For accessing the information, fine, whatever protocols we need are very simple in case of the star topology, or you can think like that it is very easy to use or it is easy to implement star topology. Now we have the disadvantages. Okay, disadvantage, the very first disadvantage is long cable length. Long cable length, now see, you can see, because all computers are directly connected with server. So physically you can see that the long cable length will be required, means the length of the wire will be more in this case. So therefore it is given, because each node is directly connected to the center, the star topology necessitates a large quantity of cable, है ना, यहाँ पे ज़्यादा quantity of cable लगेगी because all are connected directly with the center. Okay, then next is difficult to expand. The addition of new node to a star network involves the connection of all the way to the central node. अब difficult to expand का मतलब क्या है कि suppose if number of computers you wanted to add later on, then it is difficult. Okay, because every computer we have to connect with the center, so it is difficult to expand this in future. And next is central node dependency. This is actually very important disadvantage, that if the central node in a star network fails, the entire network is rendered inoperable. यानी पूरा का पूरा जो आपका network होगा, it will be not in the working state. Is this is clear to all of you? These all points. Lavanya, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then all of you, we will continue. We will start with the burst topology next time. And today you have to go through up to page number 452, this particular point. आप याद करना शुरू कर दो अभी से. No doubt you are doing revision of your
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
but along with that, at least go through these points also. Fine. Okay, then good day all of you. What doubt you are having, Lavanya, MySQL?
Ma'am, as we give a command in MySQL, ma'am, the result is 0.
Can you share the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Here you will share or in WhatsApp?
Ma'am, I will share you the screenshot.
ठीक है, then you share in WhatsApp, I will check. ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, बेटा. Good day to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.